Xenogears Sound and Drama. Chapter 6.
The walled town of Tazil sits under the searing desert sun, white with the glare of lime-washed brick dwellings. Faye walks out into the morning air, already dense with heat, stretching. When they arrived last night, he couldn't see much of the town, and he blinks in the intense light as he tries to survey the scenery. The one-story houses are spanned by arches and stone bridges, interspersed with a metallic gleam of machinery. A bevy of townspeople, soldiers, mechanics, and merchants hurry along the hot streets. Satan joins Faye, shading his eyes against the brightness.
This town's pretty lively.
Yes, it's a center for excavations. People come here from all over Ignas to dig the nearby ruins for buried resources.
Look over there, Doc. They're even digging right next to the town.
Oh yeah, that's an Ave-run site. They're desperate to find more gears, but they'll be happy with any machines that might prove useful in the war against Kislev. They're selling some of the extra replacement parts for reasonable prices. This is why I decided to come here. Hopefully, we'll be able to find something for Weltall.
Look, Doc. About Weltall.
What is it?
Well, is it okay if we just don't fix it? We've been fine without it so far. I mean, we've been able to reach Dazzle on our own.
I'm not sure that I agree, Faye.
Also, once things cool down, I want to go back to Lahan and help rebuild it. It's the most I can do to make up for everything.
Well, if that's how you feel, Faye, then I'm fine with this plan. But as for Weltall, we'll have to fix it. It needs to be moved away from here as soon as possible.
Why?
Weltall is a new experimental model built with the latest technologies, and the Gebler Special Forces stole it from Kislev on behalf of Ave. I understood this when I examined the dead Gebler pilot in the aftermath of the incident in Lahan, and realized that he was riding a gear that belongs to Kislev. I'm sure that news of Gebler's failure has reached the capital of Ave by now. They will be investigating the area around Lahan to reclaim any parts left of the new gear.
But Doc, isn't the Kislev army still lurking near Lahan? If Ava will come over to inspect, then...
Now you see the problem. A conflict between Ave's inspection team and Kislev's pursuit troops is inevitable, and it could take place near Lahan. Even worse, if either of these parties realize that Weltall is nearby, they'll both seek to reclaim it. My first objective, therefore, is moving Weltall away as soon as possible.
I see. We'll just have to find repair parts and leave.
It's lucky that Dazzle is a major excavation site. There's an Ethos workshop not far from here that sells replacement parts to fix gears.
Satan identifies the workshop by the two canvas drapes scratched on either side of the doorway, bearing the ethos marks of a cross sprouting two curved horns from its top. Faye and Satan enter the shop, and Faye surveys it, struck by the noise and darkness. The shop is tiny, its closed-up walls densely lined with shelves packed with myriad bottles and gadgets. A red cabinet nearby is spilling with papers and leaflets. The shadowy space echoes with the loud whirring of machinery. A mechanic clad in a sky blue jacket hurries towards them as she wipes her hands on an oily cloth.
Hello. I would like to buy some parts to fix our gear.
What make and model?
An injection bypass circuit for an X-29 model.
An X-29 injection circuit? That's only used on the latest military models. You'll have to place an order for it at the Ethos HQ. This workshop only repairs civilian gears.
I see. Thank you for your time. Let's go, Faye. Now what do we do? We can't wait for parts to ship from the Ethos HQ.
Hey, Doc. I don't understand what the gears have to do with the ethos. Aren't the ethos supposed to instruct us in religious matters and preserve the world's culture?
Well, the answer is there if you think about it, Faye. As the preservers of the world's culture, the Ethos became involved with the excavations for cultural relics. As a result, they're now experts in gear technology, and they're the only ones who have the technology to maintain generator-driven gears. They're also the ones who decide how gear generators are apportioned across countries.
They decide how many generators each country gets? Sounds like that would give them a lot of say in the war.
That it does. What's this shop? Looks like it rents sand buggies. Hey, that gives me an idea. I can use one to go into the desert.
Doc, you don't mean you want to rent a buggy and go searching for gear parts in the desert?
That's exactly what I mean.
Don't tell me you'll be excavating the ruins.
No, nothing like that. Kislev and Ave often break into battle in the desert, since both seek to control as many sites as possible. Some of the wrecks left in the battlefield may contain the military part that we need for Weltall.
But, Doc, going into the desert by yourself, I don't like this.
Don't worry, I'll be fine. Why don't you go kill some time at the bar until I get back?
Well, if you say so. Just be careful, okay?
Faye decides to explore the town until Satan returns from his desert expedition. He enters the stuffy, noisy bar, which is little more than a single room with a counter and shelves stocked with bottles. Two soldiers, who obviously had a few too many drinks, are standing at the counter and loudly boasting of their recent exploits, which seem to consist mostly of thieving relics from an excavation group.
Yeah, we did it!
Yeah,
Who'd have thought it?
I didn't think it would go so well.
Sneaking in the night.
Follow after the army excavation teams.
And just like that, poof!
Steal the treasure!
But then a large man standing at the bar interjects into their loud conversation with irritation. The man, who is tall and massively built, is clad in a flamboyant pink jacket, open at the chest and crowning by a high, stiff collar. He wears a beaded chain around his neck, on which hangs a pink heart. He has a large, jutting chin and a mass of dark blonde hair. Despite his flashy look, strong voice and massive build, his light eyes have a good-natured look.
Hey, you two, why don't you shut it? Why y'all yapping when Big Joe's trying to sit here and drink in peace?
Hey! I don't care who you are. You don't mess with me.
You think you're all so tough? Always looking at junk lying around? Why don't you try something productive for once?
Shut up, you big...
Hey, stop it. I think this guy's trouble. He's looking wild. I'm out of here.
Hey! Wait, you coward!
Well, that's right. Run home to mama, little boy. Cowardly little punks. Hey, kid. You drinking too? Booze is my life companion, especially in a world like this. Everyone's searching for dough and dynamite. How romantic. What's your name, kid?
I'm Faye.
Faye, eh? Well, I'd introduce myself too, but ain't no use. See, I could introduce myself right now, but by tomorrow I'll be a different person. Get what I'm saying?
No.
What's a nice kid like you doing in a bar like this anyway?
Nothing. I'm just exploring the town. Doc went into the desert to look for more parts to fix our gear.
Hey, what you saying? Your friend went out in the desert? That's a dangerous place. There's a war going on out in the desert. I haven't heard about one group of pirates and a sand cruiser driving around attacking people.
What? Pirates? Damn it! I should go look for Doc before something bad happens.
Faye exits the town and hurries towards the rolling dunes. The sandy hills stretch across the horizon in all directions, and the air is hot and stifling. Faye focuses his vision. He fancies that he can see a gleam of metal and hear a faint tinkering sound in the western skyline. He decides to set out in that direction. A sound of thumping makes him pause. Two giant gray machines are leaping across the dunes towards him. At first he's afraid that he may accidentally be trampled under their feet, but they pass by him at some distance and continue towards the western horizon.
Are these Xenogears? Guess I might as well follow them. How far is Doc gone, I wonder? I can't see town anymore. I've lost sight of the gears, too. Damn it! I think I might be lost. I hope Doc's alright.
Faye stands in thought, surveying the terrain and trying to regain his bearings. But then a sound of rumbling startles him and he looks around in confusion. The entire span of the dunes around him begin to shake and falls under a swiftly moving shadow. The sand begins to shift beneath his feet due to the tremors, and he almost loses his footing. He looks up. Up in the bright blue sky flies what looks like a giant golden disc engulfed in a hazy, sparkling orange aura. It appears to rotate around a central axis like a giant saucer, and its speed is tremendous. It soon floats across the span of the sky and vanishes over the hills.
What the heck is that thing? It's flying in that direction? I lost sight of it. Does this desert ever end? It'll get dark soon. I better hurry up.
Several soldiers riding motorcycles pass Faye some distance away. Faye is struck by a sudden idea. He runs toward the troop and intercepts the last motorcycle. The soldier swerves to the side to avoid him, and the bike crashes into the dune. The impact sends the soldier flying into the sand. Seizing his opportunity, Faye leaps on top of the motorcycle.
Sorry about that. I'm just borrowing it for a little while. Okay? I'll bring it right back.
Hey! Wait!
Faye rides the bike over the dunes, his heart hammering. He wants to find Doc as soon as possible and ensure that he is well. The last rays of the sinking sun glare into his eyes, and the dusk falls over the desert. He tries to get his bearing when a blast knocks him off his bike and into the sand. He lies on his back for a moment, stunned. Two shadows loom over him, and as he regains his eyesight, he realizes that they are two of Xenogears. He has a nasty hunch that they are here to reclaim the motorcycle. Struggling to his feet, he tries to call up to the gears in hope that the pilot can hear him.
Hey you two. Please, don't be too angry. I meant to bring it back. Whoa, what? Damn it, aren't you overreacting a little bit? It was just a motorcycle. Don't you? Hey, what the? I'm okay. It's a Voltol.
Faye, I was looking everywhere for you. Hurry and come up here. I would pound these two, but I can't operate Weltall very well.
All right. There. It's done. They're running away.
Oh, good work.
But it's so strange. I don't really know how I did it. It's like something takes me over and I know what to do. I don't understand it. What the? There's something up there. On top of that tower.
Not again.
Against the moonlight. I know that gear.
Sitting in Weltall's cockpit, Faye stares out into the desert night. In the middle of the dark dunes rises a tall, narrow rock like a tower of stone. On top of the tower, framed against the blackness of the sky by a round orange moon, perches a strange, dark gear, standing perfectly still and erect. On its shoulders stands a man. The man is clad in flowing robe. A grotesque metal mask of the color of dried blood conceals his features. The mask's eyes are hollow sockets, so he appears to be more machine than flesh and blood.
I see that your hot-blooded desire for battle has not been tamed.
You. I know you. You killed her.
No. It wasn't me.
What? Who? Blood splattered on my face. It wasn't me.
You coward. It
Huh?
was you.
What was I thinking about two children speaking? Was that a memory or hallucination? It's already faded.
I am Graf, the Seeker of Power. We meet again, Faye.
You're the one from Mahan. You ordered them to shoot Timothy.
That is correct. I sent those gears into that village as a catalyst. It was the best way to awaken the power that you hold within you.
What are you saying? You mean you caused that incident intentionally?
Yes. Grief, fear, and anger are powerful negative emotions. The best means to awaken your capacity for destruction.
So you're saying that village was attacked? That all of those villagers died? Just to get me into that gear?
They were worthy sacrifice. Those people went through their worthless little lives, hour by hour, day by day, failing to fulfill their prescribed destinies. At least their lives finally had meaning when they died for my mission.
You bastard! Your personal mission is worth all of those lives.
My mission is more important than their lives, and I need great power to fulfill my mission. You, Faye, hold that power. And now that we made contact, I intend to use it well.
You're insane! What mission is so important that we should destroy lives for it?
Mine is. I will destroy Mother God!
Destroy God?
Yes, that is our purpose and our destiny.
Our destiny. No, it's all yours. And even if destroying God was actually possible, or even desirable, I won't be helping you. You can count on that.
So you say. But your inner craving to destroy is too strong and will overcome you in the end. Don't forget, Faye, you were the one who destroyed the village. I merely served as the catalyst.
Don't you try to use that. I was trying to save Lahan. I did not intend to destroy it. And even if that was true, you're still the one who engineered the incident.
Don't try to shift the blame from yourself, Faye. The sooner you accept your basic nature, the better.
You're mad. Talk all you want. I won't help you.
You do resemble your father.
My father? Wait, you know my father?
His scream of death was utterly enthralling. Ah, yes. Nothing is more delightful than the advent of death.
What? What What did you do to my father?
I don't see the use in telling you that story now. You have promise, but I have judged your power to be inadequate at this time. It must be tried until it becomes suitable for my purposes.
Tried? What else are you scheming? You demon!
You will find out in time, unless, of course, you will die in the course of your trials. Only you have the power to decide the outcome. Now what shall make you happier, Faye? Finding out the truth, or dying without that knowledge? The knowledge which may break you. Farewell for now.
Faye, are you alright?
Yes. The gear may have broken something, though.
I only made temporary repairs. I did not expect them to last through an outright battle.
I see.
Faye, you're not looking well. We should rest a while.
No, I can't rest now. Doc, you heard what the man said, didn't you?
Yes, a little. Do you wish to discuss it?
Well, Doc, you see, that man spoke of my father. And as he spoke, I suddenly realized that I can't remember anything about him. I mean, I do know that story that I was told about arriving in Lahan 3 years ago. How one night a strange masked man brought me to the village. How I was heavily wounded at the time. And that I was delirious, and I called out for my father. But that was the only story they ever told me. I can't actually remember it. Or anything before it. Doc, I have no memories of my past.
You remember nothing at all?
No, nothing. Groff also said that the incident in Lahan was orchestrated to get me to ride Watal. I don't understand this. All this makes me feel like I no longer know who I am. And I find that even knowing that my father died, I can't feel lonely. Or even sad. Is that normal, Doc?
Well, Faye, I'm afraid that at the moment I don't have answers for you. But I'm sure that the answers will come in time. Let's rest now. Take some time to sort out your feelings. The other military? Not now! I think we should remain calm, Faye. Faye? Faye, are you alright?
With Weltall out of commission, Faye and Satan are unable to challenge the Abe army. They are captured along with Weltall and the gears loaded to the roof of a sand cruiser. Faye and Satan are locked in a small cell deep within the cruiser, which then makes its way back to the base.
In the Xenogears Sound and Drama Project, Chapter 6, the narrator was Taylor Townsend. Faye was played by Ty Miner. Citan was played by Kevin Fuller. The mechanic was played by Ruby Cat. Scotty Oka played the 2 soldiers in the bar and a motorcycle soldier. Big Joe was played by Adam Wintz. Graf was played by Joel Hewitt. The script is based on the original script of the video game Xenogears, written by Tetsuya Takahashi, Kaori Tanaka, and Masato Kato. The original script dialogue was compiled by StarCraft School, originally posted on the website Xenogears Got in Mind, and utilized with permission from the compiler and website master. Narrative portions and additional dialogue were written by Hadass Rose. The project uses the original Xenogears game music, composed by Yasunori Mitsuda. Some sound effects were extracted from the original game. Other sound effects were free sound clips found on the following sites: soundbible.com, www.freesfx.co.uk, the Sound Resource, and the YouTube Audio Library. The Xenogears Sound and Drama project is based on the game Xenogears, which was directed by Tetsuya Takahashi and produced by Hiromishi Tanaka. Xenogears is copyrighted to SQUARE-ENIX 1998. All rights reserved. This project is a fan project and is not associated with SQUARE-ENIX or any of its subsidiaries. The Xenogears Sound and Drama project is edited and produced by Hadass Rose.